What's up, you guys? It's Brayden, aka Kimberly Cage, your very own goth sex Barbie, and I am feeling my witch fantasy vibes. Look at me, I look like I just came from Salem. I'm gonna put a motherfucking spell on you. I am so excited for today's video. I want to thank every single one of you for watching today's video. I do want to share some exciting news with you guys. I hit 100 subscribers recently. I am so excited. So thank you to every single one of you out there who has followed me on this journey. I never in a million years thought that people would embrace me and love me the way that you guys have. So I definitely want to thank you guys for that. You guys are the reason I do what I do. I definitely want to give a big shout out to everybody who supports me, embraces me, and follows me on my journey. So in today's video, I have such an exciting video. This video will be posted on Thursday, and if you happen to not be watching it on Thursday, act like it's Thursday, because in today's video, I will be doing a throwback Thursday makeup redo, because we are gonna take it back in time. We're going to choose one of my drag looks that I did from 2017, and we are going to recreate it and, you know, bring it up to date and make it into the sex goth Barbie that I am today. I also do want to give a little bit of a public disclaimer. So in today's video, I will be talking about my makeup journey and how, you know, I got to where I am. Some things that I might talk about in this video, might be a little bit triggering for some people. Things like anxiety, depression, things like that might pop up in this video. If that is something that triggers you, you might not want to watch, might want to skip through. I will be talking a little bit of my makeup journey throughout my time working in the makeup community. I'm no longer working in the makeup community, at least through a certain brand that I used to work for. But if that is something that bothers you guys and might, you know, upset you guys or trigger you guys, then definitely skip a little bit ahead. I'm gonna do some abracadabra and let's get into this makeup. See you guys in a minute. We are ready to get this bake off and we're gonna get into the makeup. It's crazy how my makeup has evolved throughout the years. So the picture that I will be using is this one here. That picture was taken in 2017, so 3 years ago. I don't think my makeup was that bad back then. I feel like I never really had that awkward makeup phase where I just looked absolutely fucking insane. I mean, besides now. I always had like a distinct look that I always wanted to go for. I wanted to go with super contour. So we are definitely gonna recreate this look that I did in 2017, and we are gonna revamp it and make it a look that I would do today. I still have that dress, by the way. It was Fashion Nova. Girl, I was getting Fashion Nova in 2017. You best believe. Don't try to come for me. I definitely was a Fashion Nova girl before there was a Fashion Nova girl. All right, I got my bake off, so we are gonna get into the makeup. I'm gonna do something super neutral, just like kind of in that picture. Mine was super neutral, super dark. We're gonna stick with like the neutral tones, the black shades. Of course, we gotta use a black shade. I'm just gonna grab this palette. I don't even know what palette this is, actually. It's a Morphe palette. Oh, it's the 15T palette. So this is the inside. So I'm definitely gonna like pull some of these warmer tones here. I really wanna get that like base down first, and then we can start going in with the dark colors. I am gonna lay some tape down on the sides of my eyes because I really want that crisp, clean line when we are done. Let's go into this called #SorryNotSorry. We're gonna go into this one and blend it right into my nose crease and just like kind of smoke it out up here. So a lot of people, you know, want to know kind of my backstory and kind of like where I started with makeup. That picture was actually before I started working in the makeup industry, which is crazy. Crazy to think about that 3 years ago, I was not in the makeup industry. 2017 was a crazy freaking year. Let's be honest. I think the goth took over my entire existence more than the sex and the Barbie. Goth took over way more. I actually had 3 dermals on my eyes in 2017. Believe it or not, it was such a crazy era for me. I was definitely a lot more edgier. I mean, I was wearing black lipstick in that picture, you guys. You guys notice that? Like black lipstick? Who does that? I will be using black lipstick today. I'm recreating that look to the max today. I think it was 2018 when I first started working in the makeup industry. I started working for a company that is not Sephora. Will not speak its evil name like always. And this video is not to bash anybody, it's not to bash any companies. I kind of just wanted to make this video to take it back and kind of reminisce about some certain things. I think definitely in my quarantine, I have unwantedly been going through a lot of emotions from the past, surprisingly. There's just so much that I've been thinking about that I had went through in the makeup industry. And it was not an easy rodeo. My makeup journey was absolutely not the easiest in the slightest of bits, but you know, I definitely wouldn't have gotten where I am today if I didn't go through what I went through. I don't want to go through the whole entire story because we would be here for hours because there was just so much that went down there. So yeah, I was working for a really popular retail makeup store. I got the job at that retail store in 2018. I had just turned 21. The location that I worked at, a large group of us girls and myself set the store up. We got to go in, I think 2 months before the store actually opened, and we had to set everything up. We unpackaged all the makeup, we set the entire store up, we all busted our asses off. The one thing that I should have noticed right away was nobody knew what they were doing. None of the managers that they hired knew what they were doing, and most of the people that they had in charge were very disrespectful. Not all of them. I did become really, really good friends with one of the managers. Trish, I absolutely fucking love you if you're watching this. I hope you are doing lovely, my dear. They absolutely treated her awful. She ended up losing her job because of crazy ass people in the store. I don't want to go too much into that story because that's not my story to tell, but I have so much love and so much respect for Trish. Trish, you are an amazing person. What you do for not only the gay community, but for the drag community. You do such amazing work. You're an absolute pioneer, and I hope you are doing well. So yeah, anyway, there was no training involved whatsoever within this job. We were all kind of just thrown into it. Just like, here you go, figure it out. None of us knew what we were doing, but we all definitely started to see that management was not the best. I can't even begin to tell you guys the amount of drama that happened in such a small amount of time. So I ended up working there for 2 years, and I cannot tell you how many girls we went through. Such amazing, talented girls, totally, completely disrespected and ultimately quit. And that's kind of what happened for me. I definitely kept trying to push through everything. I kept trying to push through all the anxiety. When they hired me on, I was not supposed to be staying. Like when I was hired on, I was first told that I was there just to set up the store and then they would let me go. I kind of went into it knowing that I was not going to be there for very long. Well, I busted my ass off and proved to them that I wanted to be there. After they had opened, I ended up being one of the ones that got to stay. My store location had a Mac counter, and that's ultimately what my goal was, is I wanted to be in Mac. It took me a long time, it really did. It took me a very long time, and I had to kiss a lot of ass, and I had to go through a lot of pain and a lot of fucking depression to get there, and I finally did. I absolutely loved working for Mac. Mac was my favorite part of being in that environment and going through what I went through. Mac was so kind to me. I learned so much from everybody. It just sucks that I had to work under an umbrella corporation that did not care about their employees. And I cannot tell you how many managers we went through. Not only did we go through a lot of employees in the 2 years that I worked there, but we went through a lot of different managers. My location was absolutely insane. I have never in my life dealt with that much stress and anxiety when it came to makeup, and I questioned myself every step. Every day that I was there, I questioned myself, is this really what I want to do? Is this really the environment that I want to be in? Because honestly, I was so depressed and I had so much anxiety at that point that I really honestly had to think about if I wanted to be in this career for the rest of my life. And it's crazy when you have to second guess yourself like that and second guess Like, am I good enough? Am I making the right decision? Ultimately, you have to just stick through it, and that's what I did, and I did for 2 years. I stuck through it even though I wanted to give up. I wanted to cry. You know, I struggled for a lot of my time there trying to decide if that is what I wanted to do and this is what I wanted to be known for. But it just sucks when you are dealing with a corporation that really ultimately did not care about Mac. I worked for Mac, but it did not feel like I worked for Mac. We were there to give people an experience. We were there to do people's makeup and teach people about Mac, and we were not doing that at all. There was such a low amount of staff that the people in Mac were having to do other people's jobs. If you're not familiar with this retail store, there's certain areas where employees can be located, I guess. So there's a prestige side, which is all the higher end makeups, and you have employees over there selling that. They have their own goals that they have to make. Mac had their own goals that they had to make throughout the day. Me and my Mac girls, we were not making our goals. Absolutely not. Like, our Mac goals were so plummeted that it was being threatened that our Mac would be taken out of our retail store. And it was sad because we were not giving our customers our full authentic selves. Like, we were not giving them the experience that they deserved. And it clearly stated in our paperwork when we got hired on for Mac that we were to not task or do anything outside of Mac, and that is constantly what we did. It was sad when we're sitting there doing somebody's makeup and there's nobody on the floor helping any customers whatsoever. There's no one, just me doing people's makeup. And you know, I have customers coming in asking me, looking at me like, why do we not have help over here? And there was nothing I could do. I'm sitting here, you know, trying to give my client what they are paying for, and they were not getting the experience that they deserved. Throwing that out there. I did the best that I could in the time and the ability that I had. They gave you this phone number that you can call for HR if you have any problems in the store. It was an absolute joke. Remember, I reported an incident that I had with a manager, and I reported it to HR. They called back, gave my entire story and name. So not only did my manager come to me and be like, oh yeah, we were told that you called and did this. Like, that was the first and the last time that I tried to get help from anybody. I realized I was on my own. Like, if I had any problems, if I had any concerns, I had to keep it in. There was nothing I can do. Like, and it sucks. It sucks when you feel very alone and you feel like you can be treated like shit and it's fine. You know, that was kind of my experience with trying to get help. I think that there's just so much, and especially in this quarantine right now, I definitely feel like there's just so much anger and frustration and depression that came with leaving. Having time to just sit around and think about things, I definitely feel like there's a lot of built up, not only aggression, but sadness, for sure. And depression and anxiety, for sure. And that's not an easy thing to talk about. Yeah, it's definitely something that I questioned a lot. Like, I questioned myself, and I knew that my time at this place had to be over, for myself and for my mental health. I knew that this place was not it for me. I really didn't have a plan of what I wanted to do next. I still don't, but I knew that that place was not for me. And, you know, I moved, thank goodness, I moved with my family to Georgia recently. So I moved out of Indiana. I got away from all the negativity that came with that job. Not all of working at this retail store was bad. I met so many great people like Trish. I never in a million years thought I would be friends with Trish. Trish, I love you. You know I mean this with all love and kindness. Me and her butted heads so bad at the beginning. I think just our biggest problem was we both have big personalities, but ultimately, like, she became one of the closest people that I got with there. And she is such a sweet, sweet person, and I am so glad that I got to meet her. She's just such a beautiful light in this world of darkness, and, you know, she's just such a great person. I met a lot of great people working there, though. I will say that. my friend Lauren. Absolutely love you, Lauren. If you're watching this, I absolutely love you. You're probably one of the best things that came out of working at this retail store. We became so close so quick. I remember during orientation, we sat next to each other and we just fell in love. It was like love at first sight. I think that we were soulmates in a past life. I 100% believe that. She is seriously just, we have been such great friends and still are great friends. I definitely think that she is a huge reason why I stayed as long as I did. We helped each other through so much, like through this whole entire experience, me and her, and we also had another third friend who I thought was our best friend. I heard she's having a baby, so good luck with that and your controlling husband. I don't know. I kind of put friendships like that in the past that I had. I kind of just put that in the vaults of my memory and move on from it, kind of like a death. It's crazy to think about when, you know, one of your ex-friends had a YouTube and then they give up on it because, you know, they're a giver-upper on not only their YouTube but friendships. Like, my biggest advice is don't give up. If it's something that you really want to do and be in the makeup industry, you're gonna fight for it. And that's what I did. And ultimately, my fight there had ended, but my fight, bitch, will continue after working there. Don't ever fucking give up on yourself. Don't ever fucking give up on your dreams, because you are motherfucking worth it. You that are watching this video right now are worth it. Your dreams, your values, and your respect is worth it. If there's anything that I can bring out of the darkness, it is that. Don't give up. All right, you guys, I went ahead and cut my crease off camera. Look at that. So I'm gonna go in with the Thirsty palette, and I'm gonna use the shade Divine here. We're gonna go in with this really pretty shimmer shade, and we're gonna put that all over the lid. It's gonna like go gorgeous. Oh my God. Look at that. Are you fucking kidding me? This is for all my haters. You know who you are. So in that picture, I did put a loose glitter on my eye, which I still have, which sucked. It came from Wish and it did not show up in that picture. All right, you guys, I went ahead and put some glitter on. I put my lashes on and I put some liner on. I kind of did a lot off camera. Oops. Well, it is going on 2:30 a.m. So we are trying to get through this. Yeah, I did kind of like this smoky eye look. It's like your typical Kimberly Cage look. I don't have a black liner, so I'm gonna go ahead and use just a liquid liner, and we're gonna overdraw our lips and put our lipstick on. All right, you guys, I went ahead and put my black lipstick on. Girl, these are freshly plucked lips. There is one last thing that I have to add, my beauty mark. I always used to do a beauty mark on my cheek, so we're gonna do that with a liquid liner. You guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my dress that I had on the picture, and I'm gonna put on my wig, and I'll come back with you guys and show you the final Throwback Thursday makeup transformation. I'll see you in a minute, guys. Bye. All right, you guys, I am back with my final Throwback Thursday makeup look. I'm so happy to report to you guys that the same dress from 3 years ago and 300 pounds ago still fits. But there's a plus there. I'm so happy with how this makeup turned out. It's definitely very 2000 me meets 2020 me. It's definitely a super Kimberly Cage look that I definitely have grown to love and perfect throughout the years. I definitely have had an aesthetic throughout the years of being your very own goth sex Barbie. I just want to thank everybody so much for going on this journey with me and embracing me and subscribing to me. I'm so excited that I got 100 subscribers. You have no idea how thankful I am for each and every one of you who watches me and subscribes to me. I know that 100 subscribers doesn't seem like a lot, but to me it is, because I started from nothing and I never thought that I would get to the point where I am today, doing makeup for you guys and doing what I love and showing you guys my art and showing you guys, you know, my passions and my dreams and what I love to do. If you want to continue going on this crazy journey, I don't know where I'm going in life, I don't know what path I'm going on, but if you want to go on this makeup journey with me, then please subscribe to me. I would love to have you a part of my family. Hopefully I can bring some love, life, happiness, and makeup into your life. So with that being said, you guys, this was another video. I am Kimberly Cage. Thank you so much again for stopping by and hanging out with me, and I love you guys. Take care. Bye, guys.